Ah, Jesus! I can't even turn the bloody knob. Well folks, I'm starting the hike in Avebury, so I'm heading up this way towards the biggest chalk ridge in Britain, up by Wansdyke. So as a quick look, there's not many people here at the moment. As I said, it's tomorrow, the solstice I think is celebrated here. It's not going to be busy like Stonehenge, I don't think. I've been here for winter solstice before, it tends to be pretty quiet. Okay, so I'm just walking up through the stone avenue. Here's some of the stones of the stone avenue. There's a few people about. Seems mainly kind of like tourists really. So I arrived here pretty late. Well, I say late, I think it's 2:45 now, but the sunset is before 4. Interesting pattern on this one. See that? Well, I'm almost at the end of what is left of this Avebury Stone Avenue, which is all these stones have been re-put back up in their present positions not so long ago, I believe. And this one has got like holes in it. It's like the craters of the moon, isn't it? Moon craters. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe these holes are put in there to, when lifting the stone, put them back in place. Am I right? I'm not sure. When they restood them. That's an interesting pattern there on the stone, isn't it? It's pretty cool. So this is the end of the stone avenue, what's left of it, what you can see anyway. And I am heading down this way. I'm surprised the riverbed's dry. Normally it's running full of water this time of year. Right, so it's the long walk up to the chalk ridge now. So over there is Salisbury Hill, biggest Neolithic structure, tallest Neolithic structure in Britain anyway, maybe Europe, I'm not sure. And then interesting earthworks there. Interesting earthworks here by the other longbarrow, which is opposite Kennett longbarrow. So here I'm going back down a little bit, which is not good when you generally want to keep going up to the ridge, but it's only for a short while, then it's a turn off just a bit further down here, and there's no one about at all, which I expected. Okay, well the sun set about 5 minutes ago. Not that you'd know, because there's been no sun all day, it's been cloudy. Okay, so I've made it to Wansdyke, which I've been along here many times, even walked the whole of what's left of this section of Wansdyke. Done the whole thing. Right, I'm now coming to Pewsley Downs. I'm sure that's how you pronounce it. So I found my usual camping spot out the way. So I'm going to use my new stove, my Jetboil Zip. Link in the description if you want to buy this. So the actual stove itself goes in there. That's the actual stove. This is the pot. Be interesting to see how fast it boils while I'm out camping. There's a slight breeze. It's cold, really cold. Not sure how cold, because I haven't bought my separate temperature gauge. I went and forgot it, didn't I? I've got a temperature gauge on my watch, but it picks up the body heat unless I have the separate temperature gauge. You light this before you put this on. Obviously got to put some water in there. I'm going to do my my dehydrated food first. I'm going to give it that bit of a swirl. I think that's alright. I'm going to fill it up quite far and see how long it takes to I'll leave a bit of space at the top. I'm not putting the full amount in. It's 0.8 litres, this one. Got really, like I've said before, when I had a look at it, it's like a plastic lid, which is really weird. I don't know if that's still recording. Hopefully it is. And then, actually I've got to light it first, haven't I? Okay, it's a little bit awkward turning the gas. Now it's on. So okay. Oh shit! Okay, now the flame went up the side then. Be careful of that. That's not good. Because that will all burn. Okay, so we got just over a minute, I think. It's been over a minute. It's getting hot already. It's only been on just for over a minute. Anyway, I'm going to have something to eat. Vegetable chili with rice. One of my favourites. Link in description for that. So I've got to open that up. Got to take the silicone out. Okay, so it's coming up for just over 2 minutes. It's over 2 minutes. Not quite boiling, simmering. Really is no wind, there's just like a really slight breeze. It is cold. Like I said, I don't know how, because I forgot the temperature gauge for my watch. I am starving. Yeah, I took the silicone out. So, almost boiling. So we've got just about coming up for 3 minutes now. Now it's not quite 1.8 litres in there at the moment. It's almost boiling. I think it said 3.5 minutes for it to boil anyway. Quite sturdy actually on here. In some wind though, that would blow over, wouldn't it? With a normal stove, the slightest bit of wind would, you know, it takes forever to boil anything, doesn't it? Especially this time of year. Oh, by the way, I've got a link in the description for the cover for the gas can there as well. Okay. So it's about 3.5 minutes now, and it's just starting to boil now. Yeah, so that water's boiling now. I'm going to boil it a little bit, because that was tap water and the bottle wasn't particularly clean. Alright. Ah! That's not good, is it? I have to turn this off. Oh, bloody hell. Ah! Hold on. Alright, alright, alright. Fuck's sake. This isn't good, I can't even find the bloody... Ah! Jesus! I can't even turn the bloody knob. It's not even turning. Seriously. That is crap. Ah! Jesus! Seriously, this is pissing me off. It would not turn. It would not turn. All right, this might. I'll tell you what. This might even end up going back. I can't even turn the knob. Seriously, I'm not joking. How am I supposed to stop this? The only way I can see of doing it is taking... This is well fucked. Right, so I'm going to have to twist this around, right? Can't fucking do it. Seriously. Ah, come. Seriously. Not impressed with that at all. I don't know if you've been picking that up, but that is taking the... Okay. Not happy about that. Right, can I turn it off now? Can't even see the bloody thing. It won't turn off. I am not joking you. That is... Right, I'm going to have to risk... Shit, that's not good, is it? Right. Not impressed. Okay, I'm going to put this in my tent so it doesn't fall down too quickly. Put all this in my tent. Oh, I've got loads of plastic bags. Loads of plastic bags. Sort all that out in a minute. They all get doubly used. Nothing gets wasted. Like me, it all has a use. Much more than one use. Okay, so I'm going to put some more water in here. I think I've got the hang of it now. It was probably a little bit unfair of me before. I probably did this up a little bit too much and I couldn't undo it. And I forgot you could just take this off without taking this off, but I had to take this off to stop the gas because I just couldn't turn that before. So second time lucky. I don't want to tar it bad because it's my first time using it. Now I'm going to do the hot water from my hot water bowl. I am impressed with it. I don't want to tar it with a negative view unfairly after one use. Let's try it again. I'll make sure that's on tight. I'll light this first. Okay, that's going. Then I've got to click this on. Yeah, that's on. Okay, so let's do that. Okay, so the what do you want to call it? The knob? No, what would you call it? The knob, the whatever, you know, where you alter the gas strength and all that. I'm not doing it right up so it doesn't get stuck like it did before. Hopefully it doesn't this time. And I can turn it off okay. So this water now I'm doing now is from a hot water bottle. Just going to have a bit of a drink. I'm so dehydrated. So yeah, we know how long it takes to boil, so I'm not going to bore you with that. So I'm going to pause the video for a bit, then bring you back when it's boiled. Okay, so I know where the gas turner offer and upper is, whatever you want to call it. Oh, what the hell do you call it? It's gone out of my head. There is a name for it, isn't there? I just can't remember what it's called. The gas knob or whatever. That just sounds really stupid, but I guess that's what it is. But anyway, so I put a little bit more water in there. It's almost 0.8 litres in there. Now this is a litre hot water bottle, I think. But I could do more than boil it more than once to fill this up if I have to. See if it's enough water that goes in here from here. I can always put some more in if it's not enough. I kind of wish I got the litre one now, because this seems a bit on the small side. I mean, it's nice though for hiking. It's really light. Okay, this time I reckon I've got the hang of it now. So yeah, I don't want to tar it with a bad review. Yeah, I mean it boils so quick. It is impressive. It is pretty impressive. Apart from scalding my hands on the first try, I'm almost blowing the gas can up. Yeah, but that possibly was partly my fault. I'm tired. But then when you're hiking at the end of a long hike, you are tired. But it was my first time using it, and now I know how to use it. So hopefully. Okay, so morning. Sorry about the camera cutting off earlier when I was doing the Jetboil. I did get the Jetboil to work okay. It's just because it's my first experience of using it, and I wasn't quite sure what to do. I am really happy with the Jetboil. I will be making some food in a bit, so I'll probably film that and show you how it's done. But yeah, it's a really light stove. It's going to be really good for trail hiking when I'm going to need that kind of thing when it's windy and then I need a light stove. I think for one nighters and stuff, maybe a litre pot or just over a litre pot would have been more handy. But yeah, I'm going to keep the stove. I do find the little gas, the gas knob a bit awkward. But now I know what to do. It shouldn't be awkward. But I think the gas knob could be better. The way it is, it's in a really tricky spot to undo. And if you've got a lot of water in there and it starts boiling, you've got to really turn that off really quickly. But as I get used to it, it'll be no problem. So yeah, I am happy with it. I'm not sending it back. Anyway, this is my sleeping system. I've got OEX bivvy. Can't remember what it's called now. It's OX. Oh yeah, the OEX Bush Pro bivvy over my Rab Ascent. I think it's an Ascent 900 I've got. Rab Ascent 900 down sleeping bag, winter one, very warm. Then I've got an OEX silk liner inside the sleeping bag to keep the sleeping bag all clean. So you really want that with especially a down sleeping bag, because you really do not, if you can help it, want to wash down sleeping bags. They are very tricky to wash. The last one I tried to wash, I basically destroyed. And then I've got a ridge rest mat, just a simple mat. I don't use blow up mats. I don't mind sleeping on solid floor. It's no problem to me whatsoever. In fact, I prefer it. I couldn't really sleep on one of those blow up beds. Brought my gimbal with me this time for low light filming with the Canon camera, because the GoPro is not too great for filming in low light with the stabilisation, the digital stabilisation, whereas this is like a mechanical stabilisation with the Canon camera, and it just comes out much better. So I'm going to have I'm not sure where my food is now, but I'm going to have another dehydrated meal, if I can find it. That's a bit of a mess in there. So that's what I'm having this morning. A pasta bolognese by Summit to Eat Okay, so I'm going to have a something to eat pasta bolognese. And I'm going to boil the water up with the Jetboil Zip system. First, I've got to light up. It's a bit awkward filming with the tripod in the way. Right, I'm going to have it that way so I can get to the gas knob, or whatever you want to call it. Right. Bear in mind it's really cold. God. There we go. Then I've got to put this on. That's on now. So I can turn that up. Now it's not a full pot, so it should boil pretty quick, probably in less than I reckon about 2.5 minutes. So I've got to take the silicone out of this. Right, find my fork. Yeah, sometimes it's quite far at the bottom, the silicone. There it is, I found it. That's the silicone, so that's out. So just waiting for that to boil now, to put the water in there. That is getting close to boiling now. And this is the problem, if you fill it up to near capacity, this is going to just come all over there, but it's just getting used to it. It's like a different cooking system. I am happy with it. I'm definitely not going to give it up. I might sterilise my spoon actually, so I might take the... God, it's so awkward with the tripod in the way. So if I take this off, yeah, I think it's just about boiling. So I'm going to sterilise my spoon now. Just because it's got a bit of food on it from yesterday. Hopefully that sterilises it. And do the other side as well. Right, I think, yeah, that's boiling now, so that's perfect. And look, because I haven't overcapacitated the water, it's not going over the edges now, which is great. It is absolutely going for it, boiling it now. Right, that'll be enough for that. Now I need to turn this down. And again, it's right there. Right. It's gone stiff again. This knob has gone... No, it hasn't. No, that's alright. I thought it had gone stiff. It's a little bit awkward, the knob. That's anything I don't particularly like about it so far. And the handle's a bit flimsy. Oh, I've got to hook that from here. I can hold it like this with the thermal. It's not hot at all on my hands. So obviously should have put right, put it like this and then tip that down there. Yeah, I think that's perfect. Right. Brilliant. Yeah, I'm really happy with that. I'll put a link in the description. Like I said, it's a little bit awkward at first, the gas control. Yeah, that's the name for it, isn't it? Gas control. But I think once you get used to it, it's okay. And this is so light. This is going to be awesome for trail hiking. I mean, it uses such little gas compared to, you know, a normal gas stove. So, I had a good sleep. Just did a bit of drying.
I saw one guy, looked like he was celebrating the winter solstice. He was standing up on, I guess like it's like a round barrow, right, pretty much probably the highest point of Mill Hill. There is a more famous barrow. I think it's called the Cotswold 7, part of the Cotswold 7 or Thames 7 or something like that. Long barrow, Adam's grave. That's a really big burial mound, if that's what it is. I think that's what they class it as. But it's humongous, and I never see hardly any people come up here. I mean, people do come up here, but not as many as you'd think. And it's so peaceful, and there's so much ancient history up here. I mean, people have heard of Wansdyke. I'm pretty sure a lot of people have heard of that, which stretches the length of Wales. It's kind of like the border of England and Wales, but it's not. I mean, some of it is on the border, but it roughly outmarks Wales and England, the border, but not exactly though. But that's no one really knows how old Wansdyke is, but there's a dike, earthworks here just like that, and actually what remains of it, I think it's about 20 kilometres on this part. It's a coast to coast one as well, I think, and it's, in my opinion, it's impressive what remains of it. I don't know whether they've probably redone it over the years, who knows, I don't know, but what it looks like now is pretty impressive. You can walk it the whole thing, the whole 20 kilometres, what's left of it here, and that's, I mean, you could do that in a day, or you could camp it. I mean, I camped it. It is absolutely stunning landscape. It's like something out of a sort of fantasy film. Wansdyke, that is. I've done videos. I've done a video of that. I've done plenty of videos on Wansdyke on my channel if you want to check that out. So that's me all packed away, no trace left, all rubbish put in the plastic bag there. Oh god, that's heavy. That's my gimbal, and I'm not going to forget you, am I? So here we got some of the sarsen stones up on the chalk downs here, Pewsey Downs. So this is East Kennett, Longbarrow. Don't look like many people go up here. Oh, this is pretty cool. So this is what West Kennett, Longbarrow probably looked like before they done it all up. Oh, this is awesome. I wonder if this has got chambers in it. I don't think many people come up here, to be honest. Oh, this is cool. Anyone else been up here before?
I can get through here. It's quite long. It's like, I don't know if I can get any further. Don't really want to leave the bag on its own back there with all my camera gear. But yeah, it goes way further back. It's a little bit overgrown. Interesting. I'll put information about it in the description. You can actually see West Kennett from here and Silbury Hill. Is it Silbury Hill? I get mixed up with Salisbury Hill and Silbury Hill. Right. Bit overgrown, dude. And my bag's still there. That is cool. Wow. Actually, that's more impressive than West Kennett Longbarrow, if you ask me. I mean, I don't know how much this one has been moved about and changed over the years. You just don't know, do you? I'm sure it's been dug up at some point. I'll put more information, what is known or officially known, in the description. Okay, well, this is supposed to be the source of the River Avon Springs, but it's very dry at the moment. In fact, I don't even need to use the stepping stones, which normally this time of year you'd expect some water in it, I'd imagine. And up here is and step into the new world. Interesting. So it's actually called Longbarrow Spring, where the Avon starts, and I guess it's named after West Kennett Longbarrow. Yummy, yummy, yum. Yummy, yummy, yum. Yummy, yummy, yum. Okay, it was the River Kennett, not the River Avon source. No water in the River Kennett and Avon at all. Absolutely bone dry. So getting closer to Salisbury Hill. I don't think I've actually ever walked up here. So on this winter solstice, I'm trying to go to places, bits I've not done before. And you would have thought I'd been up here. I might have been up here a long time ago, but it would have been a long time ago. It's a massive monument. Nobody knows why this was built. It's beautiful solstice now, the sun's out. I don't know if I'm going to Stonehenge now, to be honest. I keep changing my mind on it. I'm absolutely pooped, to be honest. So, back in Avebury. There's a lot of people here. No one's playing any musical instruments or anything.